You are at the new shop, SMDHQ2. How about we have a little bit of fun and open up some boxes today? Oh yeah, this one's heavier here. Damn. Now I've had some of this stuff since summertime, but I didn't know I was gonna move. Just like the last video I made, I had some of this stuff and I was getting ready to make videos of it, and then we moved and everything got pushed back like 3-4 months. So now here we are, and I got a pile of audio control stuff to open up, and I forgot just how heavy this box was. I had a hard time getting that thing down the little stairs there. Yeah, let's open these things up and see what we got. And yes, I'm aware the shop is like echoey. It needs some sound treatment on the walls. I'm gonna do some second skin sound panels real soon. Oh yeah, look at this. So one of the things I thought was pretty cool was they included these threaded inserts. I've never really seen a subwoofer company include something like this. That's a real nice touch. So you put these little inserts into your box, and then now you got a nice clean set of threads to use from now on. Anytime you take the speaker out, you're not going to mangle your box or anything like that. And it comes with this little diagram so you know where to put those threaded inserts. So I'm just now finding out that none of the stuff that I was talking about was recorded because I had my microphone on mute. Got half of my footage that I just did, no audio. So you probably just heard some music, some bumping beats or something, and well, that's why. We got some Epic Pro 6S, Slim Pro, and the 6X, which aren't so slim, but they're also Pro. Those are the 6.5s. We got the 8s. These are the 8X. We got some of these Neo tweeters. Of course, down here, hidden a little bit behind this amp, we got a 10 and the 12. So after unboxing all this stuff, I realized this is way too much stuff to do in one single video. I mean, look at all of it. So what I'll do is I'll split this up into some other videos and I'll drop them one after the other. So watch my shorts feed, watch my live feed, as some of this stuff might get signed and sent. to you or somebody. You never know what kind of mood I'm in. I might just get here at 5 o'clock in the morning and fire up the live feed and give some of it away. Definitely dying to get this 4000 up on the test bench and see how it sounds, see what it looks like, see if it puts out 4000 watts. You can see right away this is a gorgeous amp, and like Audiocontrol always does, there's a lot of neat little features built in, and one of them is this little thing right here, the epicenter link. So you use this cable right here, run it straight to your epicenter, and somehow it talks to it, does something with it. I don't know what yet. Of course, dual 1/0 inputs. Super robust. A little port for the ACR1, classic ACR1 bass knob. I was getting ready to say there's only one thing left to do, and that's to take it over to the dyno and hook it up. But I think we need to flip this thing on its back and check the guts out. You know how we do it. We got to see what's going on inside that thing. So now there's only one thing left to do. Dyno it. So this amp only calls for 1/0 inputs, 4 of them. But I have these gigantic, extra large Sky High Car Audio 2/0 with these big adapters on them. So they're a little close to each other right here, so I decided to use a smaller 1/0 for right here. So we got 2/0, 2/0, 1/0, 2/0. It's fine. It's 4000 watts. It should be overkill already. But that's why I have a smaller wire right here. It was just a little too close for comfort with the extra large adapters that I have in there. Still looks good though. Still work fine. So before I actually dyno this amp, I did want to get it playing, make sure everything is functioning, make sure everything's working good, make sure we got lights and everything else, with the bonus of getting to see this speaker flex a little bit. Then we'll see how much power it actually makes. Like we showed earlier, this is a 500 watt speaker, so I don't want to put 4000 on it. That might not be a good idea. But if we wire it up a certain way, we might be able to get away with it. So this is 4000 at 1 ohm, 2000 at 2 ohm, 1000 watts at 4 ohm. Being a dual 4, I wired it up in series. So we're chilling at 8 ohm. So it's probably right around 500 watts. More than likely. Either way, it won't be as bad as putting 4000 on a 500 watt speaker. And hopefully we'll have lights as soon as I hook that up right there. We do. It's always a good sign when you got a nice Audiocontrol blue light. Yeah, we're all hooked up. Got some little bass boosted tracks I found on the internet, just playing around a little bit. Even though they're random, somebody owns them, so I still can't do this due to copyright. But we'll get this woofer moving. Now remember, this sub is wired at 8 ohms, Probably only getting about 500 watts, but let's see how she moves. Alright, let me tell you something right now. That's probably not 500 watts. That's probably like 800 watts or something, because I had this thing moving. It took it no problem though. So if this amp is kicking that hard at 8 ohms, I can only imagine 1 ohm. I mean, hopefully at least 4,000, obviously. You know what time it is though. So earlier we were bumping this subwoofer at 8 ohms, and it was looking like a lot of power, a lot more than 500 watts. So let's throw it on the 81 and find out what this thing is doing at 8 ohms. I wasn't going to test it at 8, but I figured why not. We're looking for track 4, right there, hit pause. I'm doing 2-channel, so we can do the 8 ohms on this one right here. 8 ohms is not available in mono, but we'll just do one of the 2 channels. It'll work just fine, just like that right there. And let's let it rip. $12.91 certified, 8 ohms. No wonder it was working that sub so hard. Nice. Uncertified up to clipping. $13.53 at 8 ohms. $12.60 dynamic. So I'll just run through the 4, 2, and 1 ohm numbers real quick and see what happens. Certified. Mono. Ooh, 4 ohms, 23.52. We'll do an uncertified run up to clipping. $24.34 dynamic RMS. About 25.44 dynamic, 4 ohm, not bad. All right, let's go with some 2 ohm numbers. This thing is supposed to be 2,000 watts at 2 ohms. Unbelievable. Almost 4,000 watts into 2 ohms. Crazy. 1% distortion. We're going to bring it up to clipping, which is totally acceptable in my book. But it is the uncertified test. 4,000. $40.50 at 14.65. Let's do the dynamic burst, RMS. Here we go. Very respectable. Wow. 4121 dynamic RMS. Amp is rated 4,000 at 1 ohm. So we're gonna certify it at 1 ohm right now. 1 ohm. Start dyno. Here we go. Woo boy, 5834 certified. Oh my lord. Wow. Reset that dyno. We're gonna go to uncertified, up to clipping, because certified is up to 1% distortion, so that's clean. Look at this. Okay, here we go again. 1 ohm. Start the dyno, back to track, let's go. Oh, man. 6026, up to clipping, 14.5 volts. This thing is a powerhouse. Wow. Let's go ahead and do the dynamic. Sheesh. Look at that. Almost 7,000 watts dynamic, 14.6 volts, 1 ohm. This is unbelievable. I mean, epic is the better way to put it. So those numbers were at some pretty standard voltages, 14.6, 14.8, 14.5. Let's bump it up to 15.5, 15.8 and see what kind of power it puts out, just for fun. We're gonna stay at 1 ohm. The manufacturer's recommendations is always where you should be. Alright, this is for the fellas that want to run in the 16 volt range. This thing's supposed to be stable to 16 volts. So 1 ohm, 16 volts. Let's let it rip. I hope I don't break it. Ooh, this makes me nervous. Certified. $68.71 certified at 15.6 volts. That's unbelievable. Hey, while we're torturing it, we'll do uncertified. One more. Right, here we go. Uncertified up to clipping. 16 volts. $69.81 uncertified up to clipping, 15.6 volts. Dynamic RMS, aka music. Start dyno, gonna change tracks. Up here, track 1. And here we go, you guys. $74.17. Crazy, epic. And the amp is still, it's getting a little warm, but I am torturing it. It's always a lot of fun to test an amp that can just go and go and go and go. And then you crank it up to 16 volts and it puts out one of the most epic numbers from a
4,000 watt amp that I've ever seen. That would be great numbers from a 5,000 watt amp. That would be great numbers from a 6,000 watt amp. And with that, there's nothing else to say. I'm out.